Tonight, we are proud to say Detroit's Most Wanted is celebrating a major milestone.
Yeah, we are marking our 100th capture of fugitives, featured right here on 7 Action News.
Since 2015, we've been featuring criminals wanted for horrific crimes like murder, and it's your tips that help put the bad guys behind bars.
Today, we held a special luncheon here at Broadcast House to honor the hard work and dedication of law enforcement and our own Anne-Marie LaFlame.
Anne-Marie LaFlame joins us right now. And she's going to show us how two brave families helped nab Detroit's Most Wanted. You've been doing extraordinary work, young lady.
These people are extraordinary. These families, let me tell you, it has not been easy for them to share their story. Everything they've been through, their loss, their pain, especially with the people police say are responsible, still walking our streets. But Letitia Battle and the family of Lemuel Nelson, they found power in sharing their pain with you, and you helped catch Detroit's Most Wanted.
We asking people, to stand up and, and speak up, not just for us, but for themselves.
Pleas for help.
He ruined my life.
Physical and emotional scars.
Broken nose, blind in one eye. On the right side was almost paralyzed.
The trauma of violent crime lasts long after the attack. The impact reaching far beyond the victims listed on a police report.
I cry every day because I miss my brother.
We met Letitia Battle and her daughter Alicia last year. They bravely took us back to the August night Deron Davis attacked them in their sleep.
My mama, she had bruises on her face and she had blood all on her face.
Alicia was 10 when Davis came into her home and beat her mother.
Like if I'm walking by myself, I'd be scared.
And that's how they lived for 3 years while police hunted for Davis. But just one day after we shared their story on Detroit's Most Wanted, an Action News viewer tip led the U.S. Marshals right to the man who haunted their dreams.
We moved forward. I've got a better job. My kids is fine. I talk a little more. I'm more happier.
This little girl who clung to her mother now has a smile and a message 1 year later.
That I'm strong again. That I can walk down the street knowing that ain't nobody gonna touch me or harm me.
And while this family got their lives back, other victims will never, leaving their families to fight in their memory.
It helped give a passion to a pain. You know what I mean? It helped give a passion to a pain. That pain gonna always be there. We gonna always miss our brother.
Lemuel Nelson's brothers and sisters begged for justice after the 31-year-old paralyzed man was kidnapped and murdered in Inkster.
Just knowing that the killers, have been captured off the street, that, helps us a lot.
Less than 4 months later, it was an Action News viewer that led the U.S. Marshals to Lemuel's accused killer, Daniel Johnson.
I appreciate the actions that y'all folks have taken for us.
Two families finding peace and justice and power in telling you their story. When we spoke last time, you were having terrible issues sleeping and school. What's different now?
I keep better things on my mind, like my 8th grade dance and my 8th grade graduation.
Her mother, who was once unable to look at her own face in the mirror, now sees her scars as strength.
I want to know what I am, and I want my kids to see me every day.
But it's not just her kids she wants to empower.
Just tell. If you ain't got to write it down, you can tell somebody.
It's any other mothers, any other victims who are too scared to speak up.
My kids need a closure.
And it's given you back your life.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you. I really am. Now her attacker was convicted for that assault. And right now, Lemuel Nelson's accused killer is awaiting trial. But it just shows the power of our community coming together, feeling for these families, loving these families, and making a difference, bringing them justice.
And not being afraid to speak out, because that's really the most important thing.
The information is power. The images that are displayed on our air, powerful. The stories themselves, powerful. And it is a call to action, thankfully, for people.
It's not easy to tell these stories even when the person is behind bars, but when that person's still out there, that is true bravery. Let me tell you, these families are amazing. They were here today for that luncheon, and it was so special to bring everyone together.
Yeah, good for you, good for Channel 7, good for our community. Thank you so much, Anne-Marie. All right.
Right now on WXYZ.com, you can see the fugitives who are still on the run. We also have the top 7 quickest captures thanks to your tips.
Keep them coming.